Hello and welcome back. You're with me, Icy Snaps. I just had my hair cut and I'm kind of hating it, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Icy Snap.
Anyway, let's talk about Post Malone and his new album F-1 Trillion, which sees him go into full-blown country territory. But before we get into that, let's rewind a bit. Post Malone's rise started with Stoney, built on a hip-hop foundation, consisting of hits like Congratulations, Go Flex, and a few more. The whole thing felt like he was writing about success and fame before he even had a chance to get used to it. Despite that though, the album was a massive success. Then came Beer Bongs and Bentley in 2018, his probably most notorious album, the album that launched him into superstardom. Even in this album, you could feel him testing the waters with different genres, just enough to keep it interesting without scaring off his bass. This cautious toe-tipping carried on to Hollywood's Bleeding, where those big anthemic choruses sort of became his signature, maybe even winning over a few new fans along the way. Fast forward to February 2023, and we have Austin. We have Posty stepping further away from his hip-hop roots, leaning more towards a singer-songwriter vibe. It's more acoustic, it's more heartfelt. It's a bit like, you know, come and have a beer and an intimate conversation, that kind of vibe. I'll be honest, I'm not a die-hard fan or anything. Like, there's a few songs here and there that I enjoy, but other than that, I've never really vibe too much with him. Like, sure, a few tracks caught my ear, but I'm not counting down the days for when he releases a new album. And then bang, 2024, he's gone full on country with F-1 Trillions. Is it good? Well, it's definitely something. It's a country rock pop album with a laundry list of collaborations, which leaves me kind of wondering, was he that unsure that he needed to bring in all these names for it to even see some success? His original fans may be turning away because of the genre change, and new fans not accepting him because he's not country. Who knows? Or, you know, maybe he just loves a bit of collaboration here and there. Either way, the album is a bit hit or miss for me. It kicks off with Wrong Ones by Tim McGraw, a classic bad boy anthem, if you will. And to be fair, like, I did have a good chuckle at the lyric. It's hard to walk the straight line when you're curving up those jeans. The instrumentation is pretty decent. Simple does the job. But like a lot of tracks on this album, it's a bit safe, generic. It's country pop radio. From here though, you get a bit of an interpolation, I guess, from Joe Diff's Pickup Man. But instead of knocking those who drive a Coupe de Ville, Post sort of embraces that, yeah, I'm living the high life, I like the nice things in life. The album's lead single featuring Morgan Wallen, it's catchy enough with your standard, you know, heartbreak, drinking, going off the rails, a normal day in the country, am I right? Lyrically, there are moments of cleverness throughout the album, like the song Guy for That, where Post sort of quips about having a guy for everything, except a broken heart. Unless you count Elden Ring as a guy. But like contrast to this, there's tracks like Yours, which is about letting go of your daughter to marry someone. You should be happy that they found someone that they want to spend the rest of their life with. Why are you getting jealous? Why are you heartbroken? You're not dating, right? Right? Another day in the country, I guess. That was bad. Bad taste, sorry. Other tracks that stand out for better or worse: Why Don't You Belong to Me, which is one of the only songs without a feature. It offers a spacious, heavy reverb sound that's a slight departure from the rest of the album. Post Malone's vocal performance is quite solid. On the flip side of this though, you have Right About You. Again, another solo song, but it falls a bit flat. Decent enough lyrics, but nothing that really sticks with you. Like I've mentioned earlier, the album is rammed with features. Dolly Parton of note, for example. I love Dolly. She's a bit of a gem, and I really love so much of her old music, especially Joshua. That's my favourite. But her recent music doesn't really do anything for me, and unfortunately that trend sort of comes through on this song. I really respect the fact that she keeps making music though. I love that about her, and anyone who is still passionate about it, why quit? Unless you're garbage, then you should. For me, there's a bit of filler in this album. Tracks like Goes Without Saying, Devil I've Been, and Losers featuring Jelly Roll. Nice feature, but I just don't particularly like the song. Mexico or Mexico is a really fun track though, but still it's not like amazing, but I did kind of like it. Yet there are some highlights too. Never Love You Again with Sierra Ferrell, both working surprisingly well together, more of a duet than anything, but I think they really come together nicely. Or California Sober, catches the ear with these nice rhythms and guitar riffs. Missing You Like This with Luke Combs, another strong entry I think, but it blends too easily with a few other songs, Hide My Gun and Nosedive. They're good tracks, but they are slightly indistinguishable. They could all play back to back and I wouldn't really notice the change, like that's kind of how similar they are. The album as a whole is okay. It's a lot better than a lot of the bog standard songs you hear on the pop radio or country radio, especially here in the UK anyway, but it still is that kind of country rock radio friendly stuff. The overall mix throughout the album is really consistent and good, and I think it does really capture that country sound. There's definitely quite a few moments in this album that I got along with and, you know, I can definitely vibe with, but there are a few others that I could have gone without. Nothing was really terribly bad. It was all kind of average or good. A few songs here and there that might have you zoning out or skipping, but really it was nothing compared to the whole album. Saying all that, I would probably give this album
6 out of 10.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you liked it down below. And yeah, if you want to leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever, please do. And yeah, hopefully catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. Mwah.